Someone's trying to withdraw their love from you so that they can make a choice or a decision about you. But someone's having a very difficult time making a choice or a decision because they can't read you, because you're doing no contact and you won't talk to this person. Now, this person's trying to force you now into you making a choice or a decision so that you step forward, because they can't move on. So they're withholding their love in a manipulation way so that they kind of force you to make a choice or a decision, because this person can still feel that they're getting to you because you're still giving them a reaction and a response. You're still getting mad or upset about this person, that they're still pursuing you. And it's like this person's using this to their advantage. So they're being nasty because they're trying to withhold and withdraw their love so that it forces you to you being able to make a choice and you being able to make a decision, because this person can't handle the fact that they can't have you. But they don't want to say that to you, that they can't handle not having you. They would much rather play games and try and manipulate choices and decisions being made than give you the choice to actually make a choice or a decision here about what they actually want. Now, with the Three of Cups stepping forward and the Four of Cups, this person's scared. This person's scared that they gave you the option of a friendship and it's messed things up. Because with the Lovers stepping forward and the Knight of Swords coming through, they were detached emotionally because they thought they weren't ready. It's why they gave you a friendship. But they were confused about what they actually wanted with you, because in the end, the love they have for you overpowered them. So it feels like this person tried to be detached from you actually in the beginning, because they thought that they only wanted a friendship with you because they were scared as hell about commitment with you. But there's been some kind of confusion between the two. And now what's happening is this person is again trying to be emotionally withdrawn, because they're realizing that it was love and not friendship. But you're getting super confused by this person because they're manipulating, and they've always been detached from the very beginning. But now what's happening is they're being detached for a different reason, because they're actually being detached because they want you to make a choice now and they want you to make a decision. But when you were actually there for this person, actually trying to pursue it in more of a relationship, they only wanted a friendship with you. So it's almost like this person has messed with your head totally, because now this person wants to be like, all of a sudden, I want a relationship with you, not a friendship with you. But when you were actually trying to make it work into it being an actual relationship, they weren't interested. Now they're annoyed because you're not making a choice or a decision. However, you did make a choice and you did make a decision and they weren't ready. Now this person's upset. They're annoyed because now when they actually want you, you're not available emotionally. But what this person fails to realize is the reason why you're not available emotionally is because this person has made you not emotionally available, because you're exhausted and tired from your efforts with trying to make it work, with trying to make it into what they actually wanted with you from the very beginning, but they were too late. They were the ones that actually lost you, and they're not realizing that. They're not understanding that the reason why you're putting up boundaries and you're withdrawn is because of them. And they're trying to get you, they're trying to force you by playing games with you to make a choice or a decision. But what they're not realizing is that they're doing it the wrong way. They can still actually have you, which is the reason why you're holding on to them still. But I feel like the reason why you're holding on to this person still is to see how this person actually approaches this situation now. And you're not going to budge until this person is honest, direct, but actually gives you respect and empathy rather than plays games with you. And I feel like you're waiting for their reaction and you're waiting for their response to see if they stop doing this. And that's the only reason why you're waiting. The only way and the only reason why you're waiting is to see if this person does anything differently this time. And if they don't, I feel like you're about to walk. I feel like you're about to walk away from this person for good and they don't realize it. This person is not scared because this person still thinks that they have you, because they think that you're going to choose them, and it's the reason why you're holding on. But you're actually waiting for this person to change, and they don't realize that. So they're not scared yet. They're not worried yet about losing you. This person thinks about the past they had with you a lot. They think about the past memories with you a lot. There's a sense of nostalgia that comes through. There's also a sense of happiness. And this person, they keep thinking about the happiness they had with you in the past because they can't seem to experience that same amount of happiness with someone else or another relationship. So they are constantly going back in their mind, in their head, and thinking about the past. Now, when this person does this, they reach out to you because they want to see if you're still there, because they are worried that they can't experience that same amount of happiness they had with you with someone else. But with the Six of Swords coming through and the Ace of Coins, they can't figure out what to give you. They can't figure out what it is they want. So there's this energy where it feels like this person's playing games with you. And you have to be so cautious around this person because you don't understand this person's intentions with the Six of Swords. Now, this person doesn't let you go, but they don't give you a commitment either. And that's because they're indecisive and they're confused. However, it's almost like this person wants to either punish you or this person wants to keep you, even though you don't know what they're actually giving you. Now, with the Hierophant stepping forward and the Ace of Wands, you have other opportunities and this person's getting annoyed. But they're getting annoyed within themselves because they're not listening to their intuition with this. They're not listening to what they're supposed to do in this situation. And the thing they're supposed to do in this situation is listen to their intuition, because there's something that they're missing here when it comes to the past, and that's been you. But they're so worried about something else getting in the way that they are not focusing on what they're supposed to do when it comes to what they give you in this situation. Now, this person has had a hole in their heart for a long time here, but it's only hit them now because they're alone. So now they have to think, now they're almost forced to think about everything that they've actually felt. And it's all coming to the realization for this person about how they felt about you all along, because there's no way for them to run anymore. There's not any distractions, there's not any people, there's not any third-party situations. So now they're forced to realize this massive, almost like an ultimatum at the same time, but now they're forced to realize this truth. And the truth is that they've been missing you for longer than what they thought they were here. But they're not listening to their intuition in this situation. They're supposed to be focusing on the lessons and realizing that they have grown since they let you go, or they're supposed to realize that now they are ready to actually be in a relationship with you, but they're scared. And the reason why they're scared is because you do have other love offers coming in. Or this person is scared that you've actually moved on to someone else, or you want different things now. But what I am seeing with this is I'm seeing that it's almost like a twin flame situation, and there were just lessons that were in the way of this person giving you commitment, and that was the problem. Not so much this person wasn't ever ready, they just thought they weren't ready. Now, the only thing that right now is keeping this person from being at a distance with you is the fact that they're not listening to their intuition. And they're finding it easier in a lot of ways not listening to their intuition because they're trying to compete within themselves. Their mind is telling them that they're not ready, but their heart is telling them that they are. With the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Swords, they want to explain to you their true intentions, but they're scared and they're worried. It does feel like this person will communicate to you here as they move forward, but they're trying to be the best version of themselves right now. They're trying to not hurt you. They're also trying to make it come across they don't want to cause you an injustice because they don't want to lose you again this time and fully push you away like before, because their heart space is not going to be able to handle it if you go again this time. Somebody has a lot of regret here. There's a large sense of regret. Now, I feel like this person is punishing themselves because there's so much regret. But they're using a third-party situation or a third-party relationship here to also try and distract themselves from how they feel because the regret is too strong. Now, this person is trying to forget you. It's why they're erasing everything, blocking you, because they're trying to forget that you ever existed, because they cannot move on from you. There is an energy where this person has so much inner conflict that they feel that they have no choice but to try and forget you. Now, with the Two of Swords, the Knight of Cups, this person thought they weren't ready to love you, or they thought they weren't ready for a relationship, but it didn't mean they didn't love you. They got confused. Because this person thought that they weren't becoming emotionally vulnerable to you, which meant that they didn't love you. However, you were different. You were a different type of connection and relationship this person experienced, and they weren't aware of this until they let you go. Now, at the time, this person thought that the relationship they had with you was like every other single relationship they had in the past, and that was a relationship that they would be able to move on from and rebound to just another person. But you were different here, and this person is constantly consumed and ridiculed within their mind about the regret they feel with letting you go. Because the reason why they did let you go was because they were actually scared. And they thought they hadn't become emotionally vulnerable with you. Because this person does what they do with everyone. They become detached. They move on when they feel like they're getting too close to someone, because that's when this person gets the most scared about becoming vulnerable or being in a relationship. This is also why you felt so this person never fully opened themselves up in a relationship sense. And you almost felt like this person only wanted a friendship with you because they were trying to keep a distance. But I keep hearing in my head that your love was different, that you were different, and this person didn't anticipate the fact that you would be different, because the fact that you're different is meaning this person can't actually move on. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to forget you. They're trying to distract themselves. However, they're trying to distract themselves in a relationship that doesn't compare to you. And that's just the thing. This person was always able to rebound in the past because they were always in connections that were fake love. Now, this person is trying to distract themselves in this relationship. However, they feel even more crap about themselves because now they feel even worse off than they're not good enough because they've actually lost you. And what they're trying to do is replace you, but they can't replace you because they're trying to replace something they can't get over. And it's inevitable that this person cannot be in denial with their love and their emotions for you as they move forward. With the Seven of Coins and the Eight of Wands, it's a matter of time before this person comes begging back to you for clarity and closure. Because right now they're pretending and they think they don't need clarity and closure from you with how you feel, but they actually do. And it's a matter of time here because this person is already starting to unravel. They're starting to use this third party connection as a way to actually compete with themselves, to help them feel that they're good enough by using this third party relationship, but it's not working because no one compares to you and this person knows it. This person still has a wish and a desire to be with you, and they're trying as much as they can to be distracted or be emotionally withdrawn from you, but they can't because their regret constantly haunts them. And as much as they feel detached from you, the more it actually makes this person feel rejected and abandoned because they're actually trying to compete in a third-party relationship, which is only making this person trying to run from something that they cannot run from here.